What's up everyone, John Renter from Techno Buffalo here with the big brother of Sony's latest flagship, the Xperia Z2. This is the Xperia Z2 tablet. Packs a ton of features, Sony's really incredible design into a pretty nice 10-inch tablet form factor. Let's go ahead and unbox it and take a first look. Here is the box for the Xperia Z2. I know that because it says it right on the box. If everybody yells at me and pronouncing it wrong, I will say it for your benefit. The Xperia Z2. Done by the folks at Sony. Wanting to know they are sponsors of the FIFA World Cup in Brazil, which the logo to me looks like kind of a guy with the comb-over haircut doing a facepalm. But that's just me. Let's pull this out of the box. It's sent to us by the folks at Sony PR, and it looks like we are not the first ones to take a look at this phone. Looks like it's been manhandled, or at least this tablet rather. Let's go ahead and slide it out of the plastic. Looks like other folks have used this. This is really thin, and first impressions feels incredibly nice, but push it off to the side for a quick second and see what you'll get in the box, assuming yours will look a little more organized than what we've got right here. We've got some materials, startup guides, and other miscellaneous paper sundries. You've got a charging and sync cable, which looks to be micro USB, and a wall wart. So it doesn't matter how messy that is in the box, there's not much else in there. Here is the tablet, and I am shocked at how light this thing feels. It almost feels like they forgot to put a battery in it. Let's go ahead and whip off this plastic. Ready? Boom! Now that was a satisfying whooshing noise. Let's go ahead and find the power button, turn it on, and I'll walk you through all the specs on this guy. Weird to have a power button on the left-hand side. So you are looking at what I think is going to be a very nice 10.1-inch TFT display with a 1920 by 1200 pixel resolution. It's based on Android 4.4 KitKat. Powering it is a 2.3 gigahertz Qualcomm quad-core processor. It's the Adreno 330. It's also kind of a waterproof and dust-proof. It's IP55 and IP58, and so it should keep it out of for whatever life might get in the way. It should keep it pretty safe. I've got a camera on the back. It's an 8.1 megapixel shooter right there. It can also, of course, shoot 1080. That's not the only 1080 thing on here. I also have a front-facing 2.2 megapixel camera. I should also mention, though, that back one has a 16 megapixel zoom, which is pretty impressive. This thing weighs 439 grams or 15.49 ounces, so it's really, really light. I'm very rarely am I that impressed with how a tablet feels. This thing, I mean, feels like it weighs absolutely nothing. Sony's build quality has just gotten better and better, and this looks to be a culmination of it. It certainly has, wider bezels, but I don't mind that on the side if you're holding it. This is one of the best feeling Android tablets, really any tablet that I've held, so hats off to Sony. I've given them some crap in the past for their water protective screens. I thought they looked washed out, but in first impressions, they look really good here. So let's take a quick look at what Sony has done. So first you notice, there are all the apps. There's how they're showing you that pops it on the side. You go ahead and scroll through, you can see that they've done with the icons. They're kind of a bit unique there as well. So you can see you've got Xperia link on here, you've got some games, you've got some other sort of miscellaneous Sony stuff. The settings icon, for example, is different. And I think they're telling me if I pull in from the side, I get access to my settings, which does look like I can do. At least it'll show different things about my apps, rather, and not settings. So go ahead and slide that out. We'll go ahead and go home. If we pull this down right here, this notification tray is going to live, taking up about the left third or two-thirds of the device. Go ahead and do a little pinch to zoom action. This is where I really think Sony did a nice job. They're big, it's clear, you know exactly what it is. It reminds me of Garmin navigation systems. They're big, it's very clear what's going on here. Widgets, it's very clear that that is widgets. If you go back, something I think that I could give a tablet to my dad or someone that's maybe not as tech savvy and they would understand very quickly. Apps, wallpapers, themes, it's really clear and succinct. Now, sometimes I feel like Android gets complicated for just being complicated since it doesn't really add anything to the experience. This one, I think they did a really, really nice job with it. So let's go ahead and jump into settings and see what we're working with here. So you can see what settings look like. They skinned it a little bit with the white background. We'll go ahead and go to About Tablet. So running Android 4.4.2 KitKat, and I know it's KitKat because when I do that, I get this. If I keep clicking that, it tells me that is KitKat and looks like a delicious, tasty KitKat. So that is here as well. Now, if you're under your multitasking, that's also here. And they did some interesting things. So you also got some widgets that are going to live down here that'll sort of pop up on the screen. So calculator is always one I like to show. And it'll sort of live on top, and it's sort of like multitasking. You can have it, in theory, you can move it. Move! There we go. Move it anywhere you want. Type in your thing, do your math, and go ahead and hit X. I've got access to Sony's proprietary movie store on here, but of course access to Google Play to get all your movies and such that you want, video unlimited. But overall, it looks like a really nice tablet. I'm excited to put it through its paces and see how it performs. If you guys want to see anything particular about this tablet, let me know. If you get a chance to go to a Sony store or know someone's got it, go pick this thing up. It is incredibly light. I mean, the thing feels like it weighs absolutely nothing. I'm excited to try it and put it through its paces. Anyway, guys, until next time, I am John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. If you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. What's up, everyone? Thank you for watching that video. If you want to see more of the latest and greatest tech news, you can subscribe to our main Techno Buffalo channel by clicking the button right down below in my pants region, or click on the buttons to your right to see more videos.